Hi, it's Gayle Palmer here again. So this is a video about Clairempathy. This is the last of the 8 Clairs, and it's the ability to clearly sense, absorb, or directly experience the emotions of other people. It's clear emotional feeling. Unlike clairsentience, which picks up on energies and physical sensations, clairempathy especially tunes into your emotional states, whether you're happy, sad, depressed, emotive, whatever it happens to be. With clairempathy, you don't just notice someone is sad, you feel that sadness as if it's your own. You don't just see someone smile, you feel that ripple of joy, of happiness as it goes through your body. This can happen either face to face or at a distance or even in large groups. Clairempathy is what makes some people profoundly compassionate healers, leaders, or friends. But it can be quite overwhelming for some people if they aren't good at managing it. So, all traditions recognize the gift of being an empath. Shamans and healers often describe it as taking on the feelings of the community or of a patient, and they can help them transmute that. In some cases, the empath was considered sacred and vulnerable, a person who had to be protected because of their openness to other people's expressions of emotion. In psychology, empathy is now studied in depth, which is a good thing. Neuroscience shows empaths have stronger activity in their mirror neuron activity system and the brain mechanism that allows us to feel with others. Some studies even suggest that empaths have greater vagus nerve sensitivity, and the vagus nerve comes from the base of the skull out and down into the neck. It's the wandering nerve. It's an enormous nerve in the body. Very, very important for your parasympathetic nervous system. And it means that your nervous system literally resonates with the emotional energy and states of other people. Clairempathy, then, taken on a psychic level, is beyond what the 5 senses generally report. It allows you to feel emotions that aren't expressed even at a distance. So if this is your Clair gift, it gives you an amazing sense of deep connection to people. You truly feel as though you walk in someone else's shoes and you feel their emotions directly. This makes you a powerful healer and guide or confidant. You sense what's beneath the mask. When someone says they're fine, you know that that's not true. And you can probably tell what emotional state they're in underneath that mask. Empaths often feel the mood of a crowd or a company or even a global event way before it's reported. In fact, sometimes even before it started. And they have an amazing healing presence simply by acknowledging and holding the state that they feel. You can help others to regulate and release heavy emotions, overly excited emotions, and the like. So everyday examples. You're walking with a friend who's busy smiling, but you instantly feel sadness and later discover they've actually had a really bad day and they're kind of faking it to making it. With clairempaths, there's no faking it. Or perhaps you attend a gathering or a concert and you feel waves of euphoria, or as the music changes, waves of grief and upset. But they don't seem to be your own, and that's because they're not. perhaps during a meditation, you suddenly feel the emotional state of someone far away, and later they confirm exactly what they were going through and fill you in on the story that was happening at the exact time that you experienced it for yourself. Or you perhaps experience listening to the news as feeling physically sick, upset, deeply heavy with collective grief or shock or horror. So being clairempathetic can be difficult to test for yourself. But you can test it in a crowd situation. So next time you're in a busy place, just pause, take a second to tune in to what emotions you can feel around you, and then ask if they are yours or if they are part of the group. And if you notice a sudden shift when people leave, you're likely picking up other people's emotions, not yours. Perhaps you can do a personal body scan. You can speaking with somebody, gently check in on how they're feeling in their own body and what emotion you are experiencing as a result. It picks up a hidden layer that people are not aware of for themselves, and that you very much are if you're a clairempath. And maybe if you think of a loved one and ask, what are they feeling right now? Jot that down and then ask them later if you're accurate or not. You might just be surprised. Clearly, imagining and visualizing will help you to strengthen this Clair sense, and asking, I feel what I need to do to help, but I release what isn't mine, because collecting up other people's emotions is exhausting. Many empaths can only be in a crowded area for a short period of time because they find it completely overwhelming for them. But with a bit of practice and knowing how to protect yourself, you're able to manage that in a better, more holistic way. Being able to release other people's energy, top tip, wash your hands. Wash your hands really well. So your hands, because so much energy comes out through our hands, through our fingertips, washing your hands really well clears other people's energy out of your system. Fabulously easy way to do it. Doesn't take out that long. Just imagine all of that other people's energy flowing down the plug. So clairempathy is often the first Clair that people really discover or recognize for themselves. It's easy to learn. The finer nuances are not. But it's often not named. It's just like, oh yeah, I kind of felt that for you. Clairempaths often think they're too sensitive or they pick up too much. And it's partly because they haven't learnt how to screen themselves adequately or to manage the emotions that they're experiencing in a way that doesn't affect them personally. It is an amazing space, though, to be able to hold for somebody and aid their transformation, particularly if they've had difficult emotions to deal with. You can help to show and guide them through those, through your own empathic abilities. In my own healing, osteopathic and coaching work, I often find clairempathy shows up. It's useful when helping patients through grief or fear, probably less so through joy because that's a useful, positive emotion. But I can sense it in them before they've actually experienced it for themselves and the energy's risen for them. And sometimes I can name it for them, and that really helps them to understand where they are in the healing process for themselves. It can be a period of time when that moment of resonance starts to shift and heal things, so it's a good indicative tool for me. So it partly it's a heart resonance for me. That's where I tend to experience it quite a lot in my body, and to be able to tune into the hidden feelings of others, but not drown you out, not be able to lose your own sense of sovereignty and focus. So you need to learn the skills to have clear boundaries set and manage the deep compassion that you feel at the same time. So if you found this video helpful, useful, interesting, please like and comment. Do follow the YouTube channel or the Facebook page. That would be really helpful. It's always appreciated. If you've got questions, please drop me a question. My name is Gayle Palmer and I work at the Living Elements Clinic, because your health is my priority, and I am passionate that people get to experience all of themselves in whatever way that may be. So I hope that you've enjoyed this Clair series. This is the last one in the video, and the other ones are clairvoyance, which is about seeing, clairaudience, about hearing, clairsentience, about feeling, claircognizance is all about knowing, clairalliance is about smelling, and clairgustance is about tasting, and clairtangency is about touching and feeling the energy in something, which is different from the clairempathy where you're getting the emotions. So I really hope you've had fun and enjoyed this. Please practice for yourself, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care for now. Bye bye.